Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're anything like me, when it comes to travel tech, I like to keep it as light as possible. There's of course an endless amount of travel tech out there, but in this video, I'm going to share some items I've recently purchased that covers all the essentials while still allowing me to stay productive and enjoy my holiday. With this selection, I'm really going for peace of mind, lightweight options, and premium quality. If you're new to this channel, my name is Sohail and I make videos about tech, software, and premium gear. If that sounds like something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Let's start with one of the most important items on this list, and that is the Spigen AirTag passport wallet. When traveling internationally, your passport is your most important travel document, and keeping it safe is a top priority. Lately, I've seen a lot of new passport wallets on the market, and a few of them even have built-in trackers that work with Apple's Find My network. While these are still great products, I found that buying a set of 4 Apple AirTags and this AirTag compatible passport wallet was the most cost-effective option. You can use one AirTag for the passport wallet and the remaining 3 AirTags for items like your luggage or your backpack. This particular passport wallet comes with some really neat features. It of course has an RFID protected slot for your passport and space for 4 cards. It also has 2 SIM card slots and comes with a SIM card ejector tool. It has a pen holder on the back and a loop in case you want to tie a lanyard. There have been so many times when I've traveled internationally and forgotten to take a pen with me. You'd think in 2025, arrival cards would be fully digital by now, but sadly, that's just not the case in all countries just yet. So quite often you do need a pen. It's always a bit awkward traveling alone and then having to ask the person next to you. This way, you've always got a pen handy. It's really easy to slip in your AirTag into the wallet, and I guess by design, it's actually a little bit more difficult to remove it. It would have been nice if the AirTag wasn't so visible because you kind of don't want people to know that it's there in case your passport does get stolen or lost. But I guess for marketing purposes, they decided to add this cutout. Not a big deal, and overall, this is still a really solid and well-made wallet. I've used Spigen gear before, and they're known for making reliable accessories. Now, let's talk about another smart use of those extra AirTags, placing one in your check-in luggage. Apple's AirTags were first approved for use in checked luggage by major airlines and aviation regulators back in 2022, after some initial confusion around whether their tiny lithium-ion batteries met safety regulations. Thankfully, both the FAA and the IATA confirmed that because AirTags use low-powered CR2032 coin cell batteries, they're perfectly safe to go inside your suitcase. So now, with the Find My app, I can quickly see if my luggage has made it onto the plane or if it's still sitting back at the departure airport. I've personally found it incredibly helpful when waiting at baggage claim. If I don't see my bag on the carousel, but I know that it's nearby, I can usually spot it being unloaded or stuck somewhere. And if my bag ever does go missing, being able to tell the airline exactly where it is can speed up the recovery process. It's one of those small tech investments that makes a big difference in peace of mind. Mind you, if my plane does take off and I see that my luggage is still stuck at the airport, I'm definitely going to panic. But hey, it's better to know where it is than for it to be completely lost. Another travel essential is a universal travel adapter. This one is by Lencent and is compatible with EU, UK, US, and Australian power sockets. It's really a worldwide travel adapter as it's compatible with over 200 countries. It doubles as a charger with USB-A and USB-C charging ports. The one I have is a 30-watt charger, which lets me charge multiple devices, and honestly, it's not very heavy at all. The charger is GaN3, and one really neat feature is that it comes with a spare fuse. So in case the fuse ever does blow, there's a spare one to swap it out immediately. Really neat adapter, and honestly a travel hack if you don't want to carry a bunch of charging bricks. I do also carry the 600-watt charging station, as this is what I primarily use to charge all of my devices at once. It's of course got more power and lets me charge my laptop or iPad too, depending on what I'm carrying. Now for trips where I know I'm not going to be doing any sort of intense work, I usually carry my 13-inch iPad Air. I then pack my MX Master 3S and this portable keyboard sent to me by Nillkin. The idea behind this setup is to keep my backpack as light as possible, while still having the gear I need to be productive if I need to. The portable keyboard and mouse goes in my suitcase or carry-on, minimizing the weight on my back. I also prefer carrying my iPad over my MacBook as it is a less expensive device, so it gives me a little bit more peace of mind in case something does go wrong. But this setup is really kind of a productivity hack. Let me show you. So because I'm carrying a portable keyboard and my MX Master 3S mouse, I can now place my iPad further away or raised up, which is just ergonomically better and more comfortable. It beats hunching over your laptop and feels more like a desktop setup. If I ever need to, I can actually remote into my Mac from my iPad, and I've made a whole video on how to do this, which I'll link in the pop-out banner. This setup gives me a surprising amount of flexibility if I do need to jump in and get some important work done. Of course, I could carry my MacBook with me, but like I said, with this selection, I'm prioritizing keeping it light. The case I use for my iPad is by ESR. It's a really slim trifold case with magnetic attachment, so I can remove my iPad whenever I need to. It also has good protection for the Apple Pencil. I do also have an iPad keyboard case, but to save weight on my back, I prefer carrying the ESR case and then pulling out the portable keyboard if I ever do need to do some work. This Nillkin portable keyboard is honestly kind of impressive. It's a trifold design, so it folds up really compact and fits easily into a tech pouch or even the front pocket of a backpack. When unfolded, the keys are well spaced and feel surprisingly tactile for something this slim. It connects over Bluetooth and also supports multi-device pairing, so I can quickly switch between my iPad and phone if I need to. The battery life has been solid and it has all the function keys that you'd need. It's of course not going to replace a full-size mechanical keyboard by any means, but for travel and light productivity on the go, it does a really good job. Finally, the bag I use is a really lightweight backpack by Nere. This one is the Story model, and it's a very basic backpack. It has two main compartments and a laptop slot in the rear, water bottle holders on the sides, and a strap to place the backpack over the handle of your carry-on. Having a small, lightweight backpack was really important for the selection, and after checking out a bunch of different options, this was by far my top choice. So that's a look into my current travel tech gear. Products that strike a nice balance between staying productive, packing light, and traveling smart. I've really tried to curate items that are not just compact, but genuinely useful and reliable. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments what your must-have travel tech is. I'm also always looking to improve my setup. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.